Coffee, coffee, coffee. All right, I think it's time. So, hey there, everybody. I'm Joshua. Today is July 9th, 2017, and today I'm working on my video game Delver, which you can see behind my head here is the website, delvergame.com, if you want to learn more about it. Delver is a procedural dungeon crawler with fantasy roguelike and first-person shooter elements. Delver is a passion project. It is a video game developed by two people in their free time. I'm one of those two people. I do all the art, 2D and 3D. I do level design. I do a little bit of programming. To be fair, we both do a lot of things and roles overlap because we're a small team and we're making a game, which is a lot of work. If you want to support us, we are in early access. You can buy it on Steam for $7.99. There's a link right here. If Steam isn't your thing, you could also buy a copy on Humble. We have a Humble widget, which also gets you a Steam key. I mentioned Steam twice simply because that is the build that is the most up to date. We do plan on updating all of our other platforms, including Android, and we'd like to get an iOS build once the game is out. We are shooting to get it out this year. We're trying to get the next update out. I'm pushing hard to get it out by the end of this month. It's just been slow going. If you watch my streams, you can kind of see my progress. The new dungeon or the dungeon area refresh is just eating up a lot more time than I thought it would. Apologies for that. I'm just trying to make it good, and sometimes I think the extra effort is worth it. So hopefully you agree with me. So let me see. Let's go ahead and take a look at development this past week. So let me close this out. Let me. Is this my command prompt? Yeah, that's my command prompt. And we are on, the main branch. That's cool. Let's see what Chad has been up to this week. I'm just going to do a git log. Cool. Yeah, Chad has had a very busy week. So attempting to fix the magic item shader on some GPUs. So we'll take a look at that and see if it's fixed things on my machine, because I know that on my machine, the shader on the magic on the magic items was all kind of crazy. Unifying inventory and character screens. Yeah, Chad's been doing a lot of work on these character and inventory screens, and I'm really excited to kind of show you folks that. Fixing character screen scaling with the UI scale option. So yeah, more UI stuff. Making character stats screen prettier. That's good. Tweaking character screen scaling on the UI slider. Capping the number of bag slots. If I remember correctly, Chad has also made it so that the bag slots can be changed with items, which is pretty cool. Apparently there's a bug where the player is giving 2 starting weapons. Stat tooltips on the player screen, that's a good thing to have. More tooltip work. Making general purpose tooltips. Yep, it's always good to refactor code if you think they could be used elsewhere. That's probably a good call. Forcing tooltips to stay on screen, only refreshing when changed. Shows correct item color, that's good. Look options to character screen, that's good. I guess we will need to put out a list of changes for people doing localizations. So yeah, I need to do that before we push this update out. Fixing full screen option and not being honored on startup. So that was a bug that folks have been complaining about that. That's been fixed, that's good. We now have icons, so when I run Delver, there'll be a little icon for it, which is nice. Starting at advanced graphics option screen, oh good. So people who want advanced graphics options, you can have them. Cool. And this is another attempt to fix our high DPI mouse issues, which is good. A limit FPS option. The item drop can now be charged to throw anything. Using a held potion now drinks it. Yay! So that was a big UX thing that I suggested we tweak, and that is awesome. So yeah. So now when you left click a potion, it won't throw it by accident, it'll drink it. And then now the item drop can now be charged to throw anything, which is cool. I'm excited to see that. And then fixing magic item names and tooltips. Yeah, so Chad has been pretty darn busy. For me, I think we can take a look at the history on my branch. My branch is probably just some generic, just like work. So let me do a git checkout. Features / new dungeon theme. Is that right? No, area. Singular. Got it. All right. Yeah, and again, I've been working on building new rooms for the dungeon area, so I've gotten a few of those done. I think maybe 4, maybe in total. For me, it was a pretty unproductive week. My parents came up to visit and see their grandchild, which was a lot of fun. So I got to run around the Pacific Northwest with them and him, and just show him a good time, and it was nice. But let's go back to the main branch here. Let's take a look at some of these changes Chad was talking about. Also, I got started about a half an hour early. Hopefully, folks don't mind. I noticed that chat is pretty quiet. Also, let me fire off the social stuff I was supposed to. Yeah, let's do that. Now that I'm a few minutes in. Jeez. Yeah. Also, I guess I'm a little off as well. I've been sick, and let me think what else. Also, yeah, this weekend I am doing a game jam with some folks. We're making a VR game, so I've been working pretty hard the past couple days on our Friday night and then Saturday on that. Hopefully we'll get things wrapped up by tonight. We'll have something, we should have something by the end of today, and hopefully we'll know whether it's worth pursuing or not. But it's been a fun way to spend my weekend, if not exhausting. Cool, so let's take a look at Delver, for those of you who have not seen it before. Hey, unique name 332. Thanks for stopping by. Let me erase this and play. Nice. Yeah. So that's cool that anything now can be. You could charge up anything and throw it. Which, for those of you who want to make junk runs, that is certainly possible now. Or maybe it's a little bit easier to throw stuff. Then you can still throw these, and they still behave like they ought to. But if I left click it, it'll drink it, which is I think what people expect. Still thinking, yeah, that hotkey still works. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Yeah, I'm the art guy for this project, so the look of the game is my job. Yeah, this is still the old dungeon area, and this is my work is to kind of rework this and how it looks and how it feels. Yeah, so this is a little dungeon crawler. You kind of roam around these procedurally generated levels, and you fight bad guys, and you, I guess, rob them of their treasure, however you want to look at it. Oh, what got me? Did a bat get me? Was there a trap somewhere I didn't see? Maybe there's just a bat taking a bite out of me as I walk by. Very well could have been. Ooh, that is a much nicer sword. Oh, look at, yeah, Chad has added some nice tooltips. Very cool. Also, yeah, it looks like the slots for this is, they've changed the slots on this, so now we can have multiple. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's 2 little tabs now for inventory and for player. That's cool. Yeah, these numbers are. I'm sure folks would like these numbers. Yeah. It takes a lot of the mystery meat or the mystery out of this stuff. Yeah. There we go. And he has nice descriptions for all of these, which will be added to the localization stuff. Which I think is a nice fit and finish thing that we've kind of been needing for a while now. Yeah, these are, I don't know, a little small, but maybe we could figure out how to make them a little bit more. Because at first I didn't realize they were clickable, which is kind of a problem. I think maybe we should make them look more like buttons, but other than that, I think it's awesome work. I'm really excited about this, and also it's nice that we can dynamically extend the player's inventory, which is cool. Yeah, so we got a sword, trap. Wait. Oh, yeah, there's a right turn here I just simply didn't see. All right, let's get in the mix with these folks. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I wondered, like, I don't think it would happen, but it would be interesting if weapons did more damage when thrown. I don't think that's the case, but let's see what it does. It does no damage. Maybe we should have weapons do like 25% damage when thrown or something like that. Because I thought you used to be able just to throw junk at enemies and have it hurt them. Yeah, no, it's so the throwing no longer damages enemies, which is kind of a bummer. There are 2 people working on this game, and we work on this game in our free time. Bluestone says, actually, when is the next update scheduled? I'm trying to get it done by the end of this month. It just depends. Like I'm trying to cut out as much of. I'm trying to make as much time as I can to work on it, but you know, life has a way of intervening. Cool. So let me switch to my branch, and I'll start working. There we go. And most of my work is going to be done here in the level editor. For those of you who don't know, when you do buy Delver, we do give you the level editor that we use to make the game. So you can make additional levels and rooms with it if you so choose. Bluestone says, what is it going to contain? It's going to contain quite a few bug fixes. It's going to contain the new dungeon theme, the new inventory stuff. It's probably going to contain a lot. I mean, we've been working on this since March? April? Something like that. We try to release every 3 months, but that doesn't always happen. Levels. New. Generator. New dungeon. And then... Actually, let me just play a little bit with the new dungeon theme, and then I can see where I think I need to make changes. I think the biggest thing I need is I need one more variety, both in number of rooms and then also maybe some verticality. Also, I try to keep the Steam page updated, so if you go to the Steam forums, there should be a roadmap thread that has like what we're working on and approximately when we're going to release it. Bluestone says, you mean it's going to have the whole dungeon overhaul? Yes, I'm just overhauling the first area of the game. I'm just redoing the theme. So it'll have new props and a new set of tweaked textures. This is taking a long time to load. I'm curious what actually is going on. So I'm trying to just make I guess the shape and feel of the, this is an empty room, of the new dungeon areas different. Right now we've been hitting very boring boilerplate rooms that will not be included, that will be updated. Because yeah, I just made a basic set of rooms just to get general connectivity. And of course that's all we're finding here. And then I'm going through and saving different copies of those boilerplate rooms that have something slightly more interesting in them. Wow, we've not hit it. We've not. Oh, here's a handmade room. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, they still feel pretty spare. There's lots of room to move around. I probably want to add more props and stuff. Right now, I'm more worried about rooms, and then giving myself a little bit of space to decorate up the rooms. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these high ceilings. I mean, I think I need to have good contrast in both the floor and in the ceilings. It's just tricky because the where the rooms join up, they always need to have what is the word? They need to be at the same Z level. So if you go down in a room, you have to go back up in a room, or vice versa, which can be awkward at times. I should probably put spawn blockers here in these one. Yeah. So let me do that real quick while I'm thinking of it. Did it crash? I'm getting these weird crashes in Breakable. And I've tried to shore them up, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. I haven't noticed it in the main branch, so I'm curious what's going on there. Oh, certainly, yeah. It's also pretty dark as well. So that was, I think, a corner. Load. Yeah. Yeah, let me just grab this spawn blocker and move it over here. And just resize it real quick. Yeah, and you just use these to prevent the decorator from, or the decorator from putting stuff down on the floors. Okay. Play. This one is I guess more lit than the other areas, I guess. Yeah, the other areas are the boilerplate ones, so they don't really have a lot in them. Let me open up halls. Yeah, let me make a new hall. Maybe this one will have more verticality in it. Pardon me. Save as. I'm going to save this as 3. Cool. And now I can get some stuff done. Here we go. Yeah, let me just, since we have these doors already in place, let me just go ahead and just slide one off to the side, so I can focus on just maybe blocking out the level. So let's slide it out outside the map, and then delete these. Cool. And let me remove all markers. Cool. And I'd like it to go down. Yeah, maybe I should make a water area. That's always kind of interesting. And I haven't really used much water in this new theme yet. I mean, water should be somewhat rare, so I don't want to put it in all the tiles, but some water tiles would be good. Yeah, let me just start with maybe having this. Let me just block out a big area. Let's not do it like that. Let's grab the correct textures. Okay. And maybe these actually just open up right out to this area. There we go. And I want some sort of water feature, I guess. So let me also lower this down. Maybe by 1 unit. Like that. I can put in maybe torches on either side here. So we're coming in. There's gonna be a drop down. guess I could have another drop down with actual water in it. So maybe make, how wide is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of an odd size. There's 4 and 4. That's 16. It should be 9 across, I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is 9 across. I'm just crazy. So maybe grab this chunk and make the floor water. Then maybe pull it down another 1 unit. Okay. Then maybe have this go. Maybe have this just extend in that direction. And yeah, I think bridges will be cool. And extend in that direction. I kind of want to block Viz here in the middle. Yeah, how do I do that? Crimson Sky says, for what area is this design? This is for the new dungeon area that replaces the old dungeon area. Let me just block that out. Okay, so I want that like that. I wonder if I added stairs, would that be interesting? Let me try pulling this up. Maybe to here? Can I step up from there? No. If I add a stair, how tall is that? That tall. I think they go up half a unit. Yeah. And so I could just do it this way, where I just pull this all the way up here. And then I just grab. Nah. Come on. Grab the floor here, and typically I just drag that up like that. And that is how I fake stairs. That feels okay. There's still plenty of room here, I think. There's some Z fighting here, so I'm just going to just kind of gently nudge these this way. Let me just put them this way a long ways. Then I'll grab, I want to set the lower texture here just to that brick. So this lower, let me check make it, actually let me hit G to grab the textures, then make the lower wall just the brick from the new dungeon theme. And then I can just slide these kind of back over here closer, but not actually flush. It's really darn close. There we go. Yeah, so we don't get the Z fighting, and it still looks correct. Cool. I might as well put the feature on the other side as well. Oh, let's not do it like that. Let's turn off paint adjacent. Then let's just do just those. Then I can grab these and hold Alt to make a copy. That didn't do quite what I thought it would. But that's all right. I can straighten this out real quick. The bluestone says maybe a cave-in. Maybe. I mean, I'd like to make several rooms for this area. Again, you have to be careful. Like, you have to make the rooms. In some ways, you have to make them unique. In some ways, they can't be too unique. Otherwise, like they have to kind of fit together. And I don't know. It's a weird thing trying to make these hand-built rooms that the player is going to see over and over again. You want them to be interesting enough so it's not a boring experience, but you don't want them so interesting that it feels like they're always walking past like the same place. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, let me fiddle with some of these ceiling heights as well. Also, I've been including these pillar features in the new dungeon theme, so maybe I'll just keep that look going as well. Or maybe I could just do it just by extending out like there and here. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Let me just grab that. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky. Let's see. Yeah, suppose that's okay. Yeah, we have the wood bridges I can throw in here, which would probably be fine. So let me just add a misc mesh. All right, I thought we had it somewhere already in here. Is it in generator? Sewer grade, sewer crumbling above pipe, architecture meshes, furniture. Somewhere we had this, and I forget where. Dungeon sets. No misc meshes. Maybe we don't. Maybe I'm making it up. Never mind. I'll just add it. So misc mesh. Well, and let's go here, and it's in. Did I put a copy in here, or am I just pulling the? I think I'm just using the one out of the sewer, actually. Wood bridge. Okay. And this needs to be textures / sewer / meshes to get the nice little the little ropes on the side there with the alpha. Crimson Sky says, actually, how many areas do you plan on doing for the final game? So I think this is the last. I mean, the total number of areas isn't going to change. This will just be a polished version of the first area, is what I'm working on. Just try to position this as best I can. Snap these together and make a little bridge to the other side. There we go. Yeah, I worry that if I put a cave in the middle here, it would hit that thing where you'd always see that caved in section. It would be way too like unique, and I think it might stick out. Let me put the, yeah, should be maybe a pillar here. But maybe for a special tile, that'd be all right. Hey, Bluestone, did you ever update your library level? I thought you'd mentioned something along to the effect of doing something like that. Curious. I don't think these should be placing on. Why is the water not water? That's also really weird. Did I grab the wrong texture? I did. But it still shouldn't be placing, there we go. It still shouldn't be placing props in there. Well, huh. It's based on the wall texture, not the floor texture. Hmm. Bluestone says, what exactly do I mean? Do you mean like in regards to the uniqueness problem? Yeah, I was just curious. I thought you said you were going to update it. Um, maybe I'm just misremembering, which is a definite possibility. Um, we have lots of skulls and bones in the last area of the game, in the ruins area. I don't know. There might be some in there. I'll probably. I think our default clutter. If you go to place marker decor, I think by default this just drops in skulls and bones. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the ruins, the ruins area, there is definitely lots of damaged walls with skulls and bones tucked into them. That was kind of my thing when I was making that area. It was a lot of fun. Thinking now. What am I thinking? Yeah, this is okay. The ceiling is bumming me out because the ceiling just has a flat height. And it's super unlit, which is not helpful. Let me also, I guess, replace a torch here and a torch here. That'll add some more light, which is appreciated. I typically try to light the crit path, just to kind of help guide players through the scene. So maybe I'll also add a torch on the wall. Place entity basic torch. Oh, I think there might be an issue with that not actually picking up the torch that's defined in the. I think if you place a torch manually, you get an old style torch, whereas if you let the generator place torch for you, you get the new style torch. I think that might still be the case. Maybe that's the case. I think I want to do something with this central area. Like I want to maybe just add just a little cubby or something here in the middle to make it more interesting. Let me try that. Not super realistic, but maybe something that. Yeah, maybe just something yeah, this might just be more like visual interest than actual like design stuff. Let me pull that up higher as well. I think it's too low. Let me pull it up one more unit. Yeah. I think it's nice just to have something to look up into up there. Yeah, placing a torch in the middle thing might not be a bad idea. Yeah. I don't know. Like generally, if you place, to me, like when I place a torch somewhere, that also indicates the player can go there. So maybe if I add, like maybe I should slap a ladder on one of the sides. You know. I think that'd probably be okay. Let's try that. Entity basic. There should be a ladder in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Cool. So let's flip this around and then we'll slap it against the wall. And maybe just a little bit closer to the wall. There we go. Then let me just make another copy, kind of stack them. Cool. So now we get play. Got this ladder to go up here. And up here as well, I guess whatever. Yeah, let me also add a spawn blocker up here because I don't want stuff being placed up here by the generator. So let's add a entity area, wherever area is. I feel like the ordering's flipped depending upon how close to the bottom the list is. So spawn blocker is what I want, and let's just make it 1.5 by 1.5, and that should prevent the generator from putting stuff up there. But we can still place. Let's place a torch on either side. I think that could be cool. I think they're actually too close, and you get some weird, like. Let me just try placing one. Let me remove this one. Yeah, there we go. I think a little bit of asymmetry is probably also what this needs as well. Climb up here. And I don't know. Maybe there's a reason you want to come up here. Maybe I'll put a loot drop right there in the middle. So add marker loot. Cool. So it'll throw something up there. Yeah, a wand. That's worth it. Then maybe pull the ceiling down here as well. Just trying to add just a little bit of interest. There we go. wonder if I could just kind of repeat these elements as well, like these weird kind of like inside towers. That might be all right. Thanks, Merxali. Yeah, maybe the repeating elements would look interesting. So let me try that. Let me just go over here, paint that, and then pull this guy up, however tall this one is. So 3. There we go. And then pull the ceiling down to, I think it was 4 bricks. Yeah, that's roughly correct. Yeah. And then I think I also need to something like that. There we go. And then I need to probably carve this and then solidify this. And same thing here. Need to pull that all the way down. And I need to fix the floor because I guess I bumped it by 1. There we go. Yeah, also let me pull down the ceiling here so it's the correct height. That'll leave the ceiling tall in the other areas. So I need to pull this down. Let me just manually place a entity dungeon set. Where's dungeon sets? And then pilaster. Yeah, because that's 2 units high. And yeah, it looks like I ballparked it correct, which is nice. Let's close that or delete that. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of just do some little architectural features. There we go. Does that break Viz for those other ones or no? You can see that that one's there, I suppose. Yeah, let me also, I'm just again playing with ceiling height, trying to make things look interesting. And maybe pull this one way down. And go 5 down from there. No, I think I also kind of want to have this continue, but I don't want it to block that. Let me pull the ceiling down and see what that looks like. Because I think you'll lose the fact that it's actually, yeah, you lose the fact that it's some sort of tower, so that's not going to work. What if I just pulled it down just here? Or is that just too arbitrary? I think that works okay. Let's just look at this big open space here, but I guess the tower needs it to actually make it look interesting. I think the areas next to these can actually be made much smaller. Maybe that's how we'll get the uniqueness going on here. Yeah, so let's pull this ceiling here way down. So let's pull it down to here, and then match up this like this, and maybe over here do the same thing. Pull this one way down. Here we go. So I want to have areas that feel open and areas that feel tight. I think just that variety is good. Good to have. Okay. Cool. Thank you, White Sarcophagus. That's kind to hear. Man, this has been a very, very difficult update for me, like just mentally to get through. Joshua 35 says hello. Hello, fellow Joshua. Crimson Skies 13 says, as Delver is quite Ultima Underworld inspired, how about redesigning a section of that game and use it as one of those small sections in Delver as a tribute? I don't know if I want to do that for Delver proper, but that would make a really cool mod if somebody wanted to go do that. Again, we released the mod tools for Delver, so you could make a tribute level. But yeah, Ultima Underworld is one of the things we're inspired by. Also Daggerfall, and I mean a myriad of other games. Like, yeah, it's basically a love letter to a lot of games that I grew up with, in many respects. Okay, so I think I want to break the symmetry. So I want to maybe have this side be the same on both, and then just do something entirely different on the other. I think that's what's going to make me happy. Also, a small bonus. You notice how if this connects and I do the same thing on the other side, maybe we can accidentally make stuff connect sometimes. But that would be very, very small. And actually, there's no way to really get up here, but you can get out of here. So I think that's okay. We need some torchery on this side. Some torches. Let me throw one here. What that looks like. I don't want it to be like lit up like a drugstore where the lighting is just pure flat. But also I want to have like pools of light and pools of dark, but not pitch bright and not pitch dark either. I think that works out okay. So let me just do the ceiling treatment over here. Pulling all this stuff down, trying to make things work. Well, that is the ceiling level there. So let me just start off by kind of normalizing the rest of the ceiling to that. You know, I've not played Arx Fatalis. I own it, and I've been meaning to play it for a very long time. I love arcane games, but I've not played it. I really just need to carve out some time to do that. Maybe sometime this year when Delver's actually finished and I can take some time to actually play video games. I think I should. Yep, props will definitely make the level look much better. Like right now, like the wall decorator does its best to try to throw props in here and there, and that helps. And I'm probably gonna use a similar system I had for the ruins to have like large placement of props. That for some of the more open areas, I can put those in, and it will do some nice random prop generation there as well. Okay, so then this needs to get pulled down another unit. Yep, to match that. There we go. That's looking nice. And then I think I just did a little, yep, on that side. Cool. Yeah. And again, we're getting some verticality, which is nice. Yeah, there are no bridges on this side. Maybe that's okay. Maybe maybe this side is different for some reason. So we have this. This is also a connective. Yeah, Chad. It still looks like the shader for the magic items is borked. Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. Oh wait, this is my branch. Never mind. I'll have to take another look at the main development branch because my feature branch doesn't have the latest from master. And I really ought to do a merge of the code sooner rather than later, but I don't feel like doing it on today's stream. Maybe tomorrow during the workday I'll just get that merge done. Yeah. This is cool. Yeah, I think I'm also, what was I just about to say? I forgot. Yeah, maybe I can add. So I need to solve what's happening with this other side in both terms of this and the. What about if this side had stairs like this? Entity stair. And that way I don't have to worry about the Z fighting because you can't see the sides. There we go. And pull that up. I want to hold Alt while I do that so I can get a copy of that. And holding down Control to slide that into position with snaps. And then just kind of make a couple of those. There we go. That's looking nice. Then maybe I will put a torch. Oh, no, don't do that. Place a torch here. Place a torch here. Make this a pillar looking thing. So pull that down, up and down. And same thing here. Up and down. Then maybe let's do something like this. Oh, Josh, oh, come on. Sometimes these props get in the way. It would be nice. Can I hide the box view? It'd be nice to be able to hide the meshes. That would be a nice add, Chad. Someday. Not a high priority. I can just, for the time being, I can just work around it. I just want to pull this ceiling down just a little bit to, again, add some more variety to the ceiling. Yeah. Let's see what that looks like. I'm digging it. Yeah, I like that it feels a little different from the other side. Maybe I can continue this on as well. Maybe pull this down. Does that make sense? Oh, I grabbed too much. So pull this down here. Or like you continue that on, I guess. Maybe. How's it going to join up here? That's my question. I guess if I raise this up one, nobody will probably notice. If I just bump it up just a little, nobody's going to notice. It'll be our secret. Then this kind of ends abruptly up. I could have it just go all the way across. That would be okay. That would be fine, I think. I'm just freestyling now, so let's just see where this leads. And then pull this down. There we go. And maybe on this side too, just have the little half thing on the ceiling where it just kind of comes down just right there. Because this will match up with so it used to be that the dungeon areas always met at a door, and now I'm having them meet at a little room. So hopefully it kind of breaks up how it used to be very room corridor with the old dungeon tiles, and I'm trying to change that up and make it look and feel different. So hopefully my trickery is working, maybe. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, take care. The friendly chicken food says the editor looks super nice. Yeah. Yeah, Chad is the other developer on this project. He has done the lion's share of all the coding. I've done a little bit of coding, but he's written the engine, he's written the editor. Yeah, all of that is on him. Yeah, he's a crazy person. Because writing an engine these days, I guess, I mean, when we first started, Unity was around, but it wasn't quite in the same state that it is now. Yeah, yeah, I think I want to put the ladder on that side. So let's add let's just grab our spawn blocker up here, and we're gonna drag it there. 0.5, 0.5. I don't think I have to make it tall. I think as long as I slam it on the floor, it'll be okay. And then I can just slide the ladders to this other side, because then it's kind of in this little recessed area, which I think might be more interesting than if it was just out in the open. I can hit the T key to flip those around, and then just slide them right into place. Kind of maybe cozy them up to the wall just a little bit more. There we go. Play. Cool. Yeah, that feels all right. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out. So this is a different, like a slightly different style for how this entryway kind of interfaces with the rest of the area. And then I'm trying to think of like what to do over here. I could just slam the ceiling down like really, really low. Let's just try that out and see how it feels, if it's cool. So let's go back to like the old school Delver with just like a single unit tall ceiling and see how that feels. And I may back that up a little. Because with some of the new areas, I've been trying to open up Delver a little bit so it doesn't feel so claustrophobic. The caves still certainly have that feeling. Yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah, I like that there's that good variety there. Maybe in the inside here, I'll just poke it up just a little, maybe something like that. Maybe it's okay to leave this side dark too, so it's a little spooky. Maybe I'll just kind of pull the ceiling down here to kind of reinforce the spookiness of this area. And then kind of give maybe the area over here the same kind of treatment. Oh, I always forget. Let's just start here and pull the ceiling down. Maybe a broken bridge. That could be a cool thing to do. I also have to add an affordance to let players get back out, because right now you can certainly get into the water, but you can't get back out. And that's not necessarily a great thing. Oh, this actually could just be this just could be how you access the water on this side. Maybe these just go down to water level. Maybe that makes sense why they're so low. Like, can I step up out of the water on that? Yeah. Then maybe lower this a bit. But no such luck there. Yeah, gonna need a little bit more room to get up out of the water, but that's probably okay. I wonder if I slam a stair here, will it look weird? Let's try it. Let's see how bizarre it looks. And if I just align it like that. There we go. So then let's pull the floor down. There we go. And then I can pull this edge up. Maybe that doesn't look awful. Maybe. Can I still get out of the water? Yeah. But I can't get up there. I just can't win. Just add a little half step there. And then I guess make those agree. And I'll probably have to change the lower texture on that to make it look less janky, but just see. Yeah, that's all right. Cool. I think that works. Let me do the same thing over here. It's not very far above the water. Okay. That is flush with that. Yes, it is. That. And these all need to go down half a step here. There we go. There we go. Let me add the ramp here because that needs to be there for the stairs to work. All right, let's pull that up. And let's slide this over. Cool. Nice. Yeah, and I think maybe I can just lower this ceiling here to maybe look like this just kind of drains off, so it's not just a flat wall. But I think you can actually, yeah, you can go in it, which is not quite what I was intending. Kind of put it down just a little bit lower and not have the player get stuck in there. That would be nice. Just a little bit lower. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I need to have the wall decorator still not spawn stuff on slopes. There has to be an easy way to tell if a tile is sloped or not. Yeah, that seems to work out okay. Yeah, let me play around with some of the just more ceiling stuff. Just trying to make it interesting to look at. Okay. And I think I'll place some, since we have these little nooks here, I'll place some decor and decor piles over here, just to have a little bit more clutter and a little bit more goodness. Which we'll just add, you know, like bones and notes and stuff, which, you know, should be there. I mean, it's creepy, probably. Okay. Random Fan Gamer says, this game looks very cool. Is it just you developing it, or are you a team? There are two of us working on this. I think if, I can't remember, I think my info somewhere on the Twitch page, it talks about the team size. But yeah, there's just two of us working on it. We work on it in our free time, trying to make the best game we can. We've been working on it for 4 years now. Just trying to get this darn thing finished, trying to make it good. Our current milestone is trying to get the next update out, which is the this dungeon area refresh, which is what I'm working on. So I need to add an affordance here to get back out. Yeah, yeesh, because I'm kind of, where's a good place to put that? Where is a good place indeed? So if I just slam it against there. Sorry, I kind of like mid thought just kind of stopped. But yeah, small team trying to make a thing. You know, like starting a project is super easy, but actually finishing a project is really, really hard. And we're just trying to finish it and make it a good game. Actually, what if I, nope, yep. Something like that. Would that be okay? Would that be forgivable? I mean, it's super just like, this is to let you get back out. And put that down there, and then slam it up against there. And then I need to put a spawn blocker there. So we don't want junk preventing the player from being able to get out. That would be defeating the entire purpose of that little feature. Yeah, so you should be able, you can just run across that. So there and up and out. Nice. Maybe I'll lower it just a little bit. Let's pull it down like there. Can you still get out if I do that? Or are you just stuck still? Yeah, you are still stuck. Okay, so maybe like this. Then we make the lower wall just like brick or something, like it's not. Yeah, just like maybe this mossy brick is okay. Maybe just the normal brick, and we'll let the generator decide what it should look like. Like, yeah, it seems, is it weird? Yeah, maybe try lowering this just a little bit, because I think if you're colliding with the, it felt like if I was colliding with the ladder, I was moving slower than I expected. Pardon me, I'm getting a little grovelly or gravelly. There we go. So you can get out, which is a good thing. And you can get out on both sides, because this side you have to kind of go down and into the drink. This side is intentionally left dark to make it seem scary. Let's remove this torch to better reinforce that fact. There's a bit of loot up there. Maybe I'll put a piece of loot down here too, because this is the dark area. Yeah. Should just have it on a little thing, or is that too contrived? I mean, it would force you to jump down in there to get it, and then you'd have to work your way back out, which I think is okay. Mark Solid says, add a little tunnel to the tower to the other side. So we can't do that because we can't have like room over room. I'd have to start building special mesh geo to make that happen, and then it would get lit weird. I mean, I could do that if I don't make this passable up here. So if I get rid of this little feature, I could. And I like the fact that you can kind of see the item up there. I think that's nice. Yeah, that seems to be usually not always the case, but usually the case. Yeah, I think it's good that it's just right there at eye level, and you can see there's something up there. You can go around and you can get it, and you can get this too. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so we do. The engine does have, limitations, but it's always interesting trying to work within those. But yeah, no, I appreciate the suggestions, folks. Keep them coming. Cool. So I think this is all right. Let's play this. So file save. I think this is just a hull. And let me delete these doors, because we don't want just doors showing up at random in other parts of the game. Yeah, I don't need doors for this level. I don't need doors on every single room. I don't have to do that. Save. And let's close out the editor and let's give Delver a spin. And then I'm going to jump down to the levels. I'm going to spawn in a auto map scroll, and then we'll see if we could find our new area. Yeah, I'm wondering if the room decorator is too aggressive. That takes a long time to load. That might need tweaking. Okay, so let's K scrolls, discern reality, and auto map. And then, yeah, so it looks like it generated over here. So all the way, yeah. Well, let's just run through this, see how it feels. Yeah, so where these rooms join together, I want to have some sort of feature. I wonder if maybe I should be adding monsters to these areas too, because right now it feels super. Maybe these are too open. I don't know. Hey Dakota. Bite Blind says adding new tiles to the game. I'm replacing the entire first area. Cool. I think, is this the new area we created? No. This is the new area, yeah. Yeah, I'm worried that I'm losing all objectivity too, because I've been working on this stuff for so long now. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I think that works all right. I mean, I think the ceiling in parts is way too high. Yeah, maybe the 3 tall ceiling is too high. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, the bookcases. Yeah, I mean, when they get slapped on walls like that, that's fine. They shouldn't be put on ramps though. That could be a check to look at, but I'm trying to just get these rooms knocked out so we have some rooms to look and talk about. Yeah, let me try throwing some enemies in the new rooms and see how that feels. Corners, corner 2, load. So maybe if I put a couple enemies up here, they could drop down when they see you, which would be cool. Put a monster there, put a monster there. Then maybe one just hanging out back here, just, you know, for giggles. So save that, and then open Halls 2, load. Then maybe put monster, and monster there. Maybe 3 on this side, just because. So save that. Open up 3. That's the one we just were working on. So let's put monsters down here because this is the dark area. This is not the dark area. This is the lit area. What am I talking about? Remove marker. Remove marker. Maybe put a monster up here so it drops down. That could be fun. And then the monsters down here. Okay, save that. Maybe I'll put some up here too. I just worry that like individual monsters by themselves just aren't particularly interesting. So that's why like typically they're more interesting in pairs. Oh man, he got a box dropped on top of him. Cool. Okay, let's save this and let's open up intersections. I haven't replaced any intersections. Try intersections. I've replaced one try intersection. Yeah, this is super generic though. I don't know if I need to give it some love or something. Yeah, it's super flat. And yeah. I think it's also, this part makes it hard to navigate. What if I just chop that out? So like, if I just grab all this junk, do that, and then I can do that, fix that. Cool. And same trick here. And then down. And actually, I could put these down too, right? That'd be again, add more height or height variety. So let's do that. Let's just put this whole area down. That should be fine. I need to grab more than that though. Let me just grab all this. That. And where's the floor? Here's the floor. Pull the floor down one. And then, yeah, this needs to be pulled down here. This needs to be pulled down here. Yeah, I need to fix all these trim pieces. There we go. That down. That down. Okay, get this trim piece fixed. Go. Let's just add a ramp. Way too steep. I guess I can make it stairs. That would probably be okay. Yeah, that seems all right. Oh, or I can make it stairs proper. I could start them back here. That'd be fine. Let's just pull that down like that, which I think is probably okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks fine. That's fine. I can live with that. Place entity, architecture meshes, stair, and then make a copy and do something like that. Did I not get the Z correct? Yeah, I did not ballpark that correctly. Oh well. Let's just keep scooting it. There we are. Yeah, so I think it's slightly more interesting now. You can go down into here. It's that height variety really That really does add up. Grab this and pull it down. So that should come down like that. Like that. Pull this one down. There we go. And probably okay from that side as long as you can get up and down out of there. I think it's good. There we go. Maybe they're like little storage areas or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's cool. Let me, yeah, I guess I'll do the same treatment for this side as well. And then maybe actually connect them. I think that'd probably be okay. Yeah, that's how I should have done it the first time. That was much easier. Okay. And do I want to connect these? I could just put like a little that, pull the ceiling down. I wanted to block that off because I think it was confusing where the crit path was and where the side stuff was. And I want to make sure that the critical path is very pretty obvious as to where it is, if that makes sense. Like I don't want the players guessing where they have to go next. Pull that down a little bit. This is going to be contrived, but it's just going to be a little dip. Just a little dip. Maybe there's some water that flows through there or something that would make sense. No? I don't think so, yeah. Down, down, down. Then just pull this ceiling section down. Here, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep the crit path fairly well lit. I could put a torch down here to tempt people to go. So marker, torch. I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't want to have it be pitch black, but yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure my way through that one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does create a nice little contrast with the dark and the light there. You can see over into that area. So I feel like I should pull that ceiling down even further. Let's pull it down just a little bit more. Is that too much? Yeah, that's better, and I think it blocks more line of sight, which is cool. And then I think similarly put maybe some monster markers back here. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let me save this and try playing with that and see how that feels. What happened? I'm getting some weird null pointer issues sometimes, Chad. I'm not sure what that's all about. I think it's crashing when it's trying to load the splash screen. Yeah. And the level is null? Yeah, I don't think any of my changes should have affected this, which is what is strange to me. Yeah, now it's not. So I think there's something trying to be, I think there's some element that's trying to get placed in this scene, maybe by the decorator, and it's, I don't know, not working out, apparently. So let's drop down and test out this new area and see if it changes the feel with monsters in it. Yeah, so scrolls, discern reality, auto map, and see what we got. Yeah, wow, it's looking very huge. It's also looking, it's looking way too maze-like. Let's just run through it and see if it's any interesting to play. Because right now, I think mazes aren't interesting to play. Personally, some people love mazes, not my thing. Yep, here's a new area with the little downstairs. I'm pretty sure I put monster markers there. They didn't seem to spawn. That's weird. What's that? Oh, maybe I don't have the monster definition set up correctly? That very well could be. Yeah, I think the levels are certainly more interesting when you can see the ceiling. I mean, I like the feeling of height, but I think it's more interesting when you can see the ceiling there. Yeah, that's nice that from back here I could see that that item. It makes me want to try to figure out how to get there, which is cool. But yeah, this is that tri-intersection that I've been to before. Yeah, I wonder if this is just going to be too hard to navigate, like in practice. No, this is Delver. I'm working on redoing the first area. Yeah, I guess what's in my mind right now is I'm debating. Like, I've spent a lot of time working on this dungeon area refresh, at least doing new textures and props, and I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't redo the tiles, but just kind of spruce up the tiles that exist already. because I'm just not liking. I'm just not. To be honest with you, I'm not liking the way these new rooms look. And it's just too maze-like. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm super familiar with the old tiles and I instantly know how to navigate them. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bummed right now. So I don't want to use my work if it's not good, you know. If it's gonna make the areas harder to navigate, I don't want to take it. Yeah, and this map now just looks kind of like gibberish, I guess. I mean, that also could be just because there's only just a handful of actual rooms. My just concern is like if I'm not super thrilled about it right now, will it get like adding more to it? Will that make it better? I don't think so. Like I think it should be fun at every stage. Sorry, folks. I'm just kind of just processing my thoughts right now. Delver is written in Java. Yeah, there should be on my info somewhere on the Twitch page. There should be I think information about the project. Yeah. Yeah. It's IntelliJ, which is the IDE of choice that I use for developing Delver. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm still processing my thoughts on that. Oh, we have a framework that we build on that gives us OpenGL context and like input and audio stuff. But yeah, Chad is crazy to have written as much as he has. Let me just play around with just kind of giving the old tiles a new coat of paint and see what that looks like. That might be okay. Yeah. If I just repaint it. Then I can add a dungeon set, add door arch. I should be able to slam that just right on top of that. It's too tall. I should be able to just pull it down, right? That'd be fine. Yeah, maybe the better strategy is just to use the new props and the new textures to decorate up the old pieces. I think that might work out okay. And I think it'd be easier to touch up all the old pieces and try to generate new ones because there are so many old ones. Yeah, I think that might be the better route to go. Cool. Yeah, and then I could do something like entity dungeon sets. Do I have a pillar in here? I thought I had a pillar. I have the pilaster, but not the pillar. Weird. Okay. So I could throw that in there. delete you. I can give you a friend, and I can flip them around. Oh, this is just hacky temporary stuff. We're just trying to see what this would look like, just with some different props. Maybe pull you down to line up that. I think that, yeah, that looks all right. You can still get back behind it. Yeah, then let me just delete you. Yeah, I think this is probably a smarter way to go, because otherwise it's going to be just way too much work. Yeah, let's grab these and tuck that away in the corner there. Yeah. And actually, I think, yeah, that's nice too. I can just use the half pillars in the corners because you only see half. I mean, they're too tall, but I think that's okay. I think, yeah, I think the old dungeon with the fresh coat of paint is probably the best way to go. And it's, yeah, it's still the Delver that people love and feel. People love the kind of the feel of these areas, but just with a little bit of extra stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if I could probably look into a programmatic way of running through the levels and updating their texture atlases to use the new one. That shouldn't be awful. Maybe Chad even has a tool to do that. I can talk to him about that. Yeah, no, I think this is cool. Yeah, so I guess I can save this file. Save. So I probably would want to change the pillars or export the proper pillar. Surprised I'm not getting Z fighting there, but that's cool. Yeah. So let's open up another one. 2, load. And then same kind of thought process here. Right. Yeah. The rooms themselves are 17 by 17, and Delver relies on that to actually stitch them together. So you can see here, this is, I don't know why that's there. Maybe that's not really there. Maybe it's an editor bug. But yeah, so the rooms are 17 by 17, and then the generator stitches them together to make a level. Again, yeah, let me try to just add that door arch. Entity, dungeon sets, door arch, rotate you. Slam it there, and then just kind of cozy up or fix these guys so they kind of live nicely right there. And the door arch needs to come down some, so let's just snap it down a little. There we go. Yeah. throw those pillars in the corners. Or actually, we have those wood supports as well that we can use. Those are so we don't lose that wood look as well. So entity, is it not wood? No, not wood post. Misc mesh. Just default to well. Pick from dungeon, and I think, what did I call it? Wood post 0? Yeah. No. Dungeon. Wood beam vertical 0. And then textures / dungeon / meshes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a nice fat post to throw in there. And let me also fix the collision on that guy. Then, yeah, I think it needs to sink into the floor a little bit. And then I can just snap another one right on top. Pipeline says, why do you generate the bookshelves instead of placing them like other props? I'm generating some things on the walls because that way, even though you get that, because if you place them manually, they're always the same every single time. And occasionally the same room will get used multiple times. So it's nice to have internal variety even within the same room, if that makes sense. So even if you see the same room, say twice, each instance of the room will look slightly different. Yeah, and I think I like these chunky wood beams a little bit better. I think it's probably just a taste thing. We're trying to keep there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think having stone and wood supports is good. Yeah. Just kind of scoot that out here. Delete that. Delete that. And then Ningamer EU says, does the not visible faces to the player of the meshes get deleted as an optimization feature? No. Pretty sure they don't. I mean, we don't render back facing. But I'm pretty sure if I were to go into here, and if I were to say enter no clip mode, I fly out the level, I mean, you can still see, yeah. That could be implemented, but would you rather us work on that, or should we work on making more parts to the game? Already we still get like 120 frames a second, so I mean, I'm not worried about getting 9,000 FPS. I mean, it's just where you choose your battles, right? Like, I'd rather add more content to the game than trying to do stuff like that. It's just, you know, like we get reasonable frames. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I may have to just kill the wall decorator. I don't like it putting crap like that in there. Oh well, let me save that and open up another start. Load. Yeah, I've not played Factorio. Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a better approach. Hey, Hawaii. No worries. Like, I just think the optimization for the sake of optimization is a waste. You know, I think if you have a real use case, then yeah, then go ahead and do it. Because I've seen folks, you know, optimize code that never really gets hit, and you know, there's no point to doing that. Um, I think maybe these guys should be kind of embedded in the wall here, so they don't take up as much real estate. Yeah, there we go. Then just kind of, I think they may have been. We put that there. There we go, and then maybe just one for good measure right in the center here. Just kind of. There we go. Reposition those. There we go. And make sure everything just isn't overlapping and looking grody. And then I could probably just pull those over to the side. Let me just slide these over. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Play. They need to go up. That's one thing. Yeah, it looks fine. Are they just embedded into the floor? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Easy P up. Right, let's just do it all at once, Joshua. Select, select, select. Select Z. Up. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Liking that. File save. Let me see. What are you talking about, Stephen, when you say Hertz readability? Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I just have like my just I don't know. Like Discord is still new to me, and now I'm on so many channels. I just forget to check any of them. Like yeah. Yep. Let's just keep pushing on with this. File save. 4 load. Ooh, this is a fancy one. So let's just do a quick repaint. Just select everything. Shift enter. There is no ambient occlusion, no. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm all for talking about like procedural generation. It's a cool topic. Do I still have the thing copied in Buffer? Yeah. Awesome. Nice. So some vertical ones and some horizontal ones. So let me make a copy here and pick the dungeon wood beam horizontal 0. I think is what I want. And then I want to change the collision. Nice. There we go. Nice. Yep. I totally agree, Stephen. Yeah, like I prefer to write readable code that it makes it easier to work with other folks. And if you do have to like optimize like crazy, then you need to like put that behind like some sort of interface and treat it like a black box. Um, yeah, there's no ambient occlusion, Hawaii. So I want you to be able to see that. So maybe I'll pull it down just a little bit so it's poking down. There we go. And just kind of repeat them across as like rafters. I think that'd be cool. Then I probably don't need these up here anymore. So I'll make the ones down below a little bit more of a feature. There we go. And then if I just slam this across, see what that looks like. Then I guess I don't need this one anymore. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Yeah, I've been wondering if we should. Yeah, I'm wondering if we should obfuscate the code or not. We do use a serializer. I'm not sure if that would goof things up or not. As someone's mentioned, there's already pirate copies of our game floating around, so we don't really want to spend a lot of effort in trying to fight that stuff. Yeah, that's good. File save. File open. Ooh. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of just running through the old tiles and just giving a new coat of paint and maybe touching them up here and there. Maybe not. And ooh, these have the yeah. Okay, so I guess I want to preserve that. So let's keep a middle note that had the mossy texture on it. Cool. And then here, I think I should go all the way back and make the upper wall the mossy texture. And then maybe similarly here. Cool. Yeah, I think for the time being, I'm just going to get rid of that my wall decorator. Let's do something like, it should be in the info.dat. Yeah, this big selected chunk here. I don't want to get rid of all the gen infos. I just want to get rid of some of the obnoxious ones. So the obnoxious ones for now are the bookshelves, because they just need more work, or better, they just show up in wrong spots. I may just place those by hand, so that might make more sense. So get rid of the bookcases. Crates and corners are probably okay. Yeah, so this time we'll just create a scratch file. Can I not do a scratch? I know I could do a scratch file in PyCharm. Weird. Yeah, book stack, bookcase. Cut that. Let's just, I guess, just put it in a Sublime text buffer. Get rid of the window, I guess. And wood post is okay. Those seem to be showing up in okay places. Let's get rid of the bench, the pilasters. Cut those. Okay. Save that. Cool. Cool. Looks like there's a conversation going on about reverse engineering, so that's cool. That looks a little odd there. Let me change the lower wall to something more interesting. Or how about just these big blocks? That's okay, right? Yeah, because I think the trim is good in certain places, but just in a big tall wall, the trim does not look good. So get rid of it there. Cool. Do I want to add any other features like little rafters or something, or is this fine? Yeah, the wood posts show up occasionally. That's cool. Leave those ones alone. Yeah, let's just call this good. File, save, file, open. 6T load. No. I have no problems with reverse engineering. I guess maybe it depends on your goals, but I have a project where I am writing a Python API for various video game file formats. My first game I've been working on file formats for is Quake, which happens to be open source, which is nice. But I have been doing some reverse engineering as far as using a hex editor, looking at the binary files, and unpacking that stuff. It's interesting. I'm thinking maybe just put like a post here. I think that could be cool. Maybe just put our little friend the wood post right here. No, I appreciate you asking, Hawaii. That's very considerate of you. Yeah, I think that just adds just a tiny touch more interest, and also things to hide behind in case a mage knocks on your front door and starts like sniping you. Which has been known to happen. So there's that. Oh yeah, let me try making the lower wall the normal lower wall again. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a nice little, just a little touch up. Let's save that file, save. I agree. Well, I mean, I agree on some levels. There are advantages to writing managed languages versus unmanaged languages. I've written for both, and there's just different gotchas that you have to be aware of when writing code for them. Ooh, yeah. I've also been overriding. I just noticed that. Let me fix that. That's not super great. Let me. I actually accidentally overwrote the door, which we don't want to do per se. So let's go and just select this tile, upper wall, E1 for the time being. Just put that friendly little door right back where it belongs. Yeah, there we go. So many wood posts. So many wood posts. Okay, so something tells me that the decorator needs to be told, or the wall decorator needs to be told to chill out just a little. I mean, I like them and all, but that's a little overboard. Okay, cool. So let's save that. Then let me go to post on a wall. So the post on the wall, let me, for wall text 0 or floor text 8. Let me have that. Or 15125 0625. That's less than having, but I like powers of 2 for some odd reason in my brain. Let's see what that looks like. So then none of them show up, of course. Yeah, no errors. I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think point. Yeah, so there seems to be an okay amount here still too. I think it's just the RNG sometimes will surprise you. I don't know. Maybe it's better to err on the side of it being a little interesting than boring. Maybe I'll revert that and just put it back the way it was. And sometimes you get crazy rooms. Yeah, like that. How about 0.1? That seemed just a little too aggressive, too much. That's still a lot. I mean, yeah, whatever. I guess they only get spawned in rooms with enough height for them to kind of comfortably live. Cool. There we go. Let me save that, and then let me just kind of. This is 70, so let me just jump back through the file save, file open. Let me just kind of work my way back through these and make sure that I put the door back so we know where the darn door is. So there we go. There's the door. Files. Nope, don't save as file save, file open, 5, load. And then, yeah, put the door here. File save, file open, 4. Save file open 3. File save file open 2. File save file open 1. Yeah. Here we go. There's our friendly little Yeah, looks good. Just a slight touch up, nothing crazy. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. Let me see. See you, Hawaii. So Nin Gamer T says, are the UVs with the textures perfectly aligned to the other objects UVs? Like the object pixels doesn't seem to be smaller or bigger than other objects pixels. So if you're referring to like how the level geo and the mesh geo, how they line up very nicely. That's just when I'm making the models in Blender. I know how big. So one Blender unit is one Delver unit, and I know that in Delver we have so one Delver unit by one Delver unit square maps to a 32 by 32 pixel grid. So then in Blender I set up my grids and my snaps for that. So when I model this stuff, I just model it so that it lines up with the pixel grid, more or less. I mean, there are some stuff that doesn't line up perfectly, but I try my best to keep things. I try to never go below the texel ratio of 0.75 or above 1.5. Like I think these are 1.7 or these are 0.75 because they're just a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's just a style thing. Just trying to keep it nice and a nice consistent texel ratio throughout the game. Let me just try to push through these last few levels and see if we can call it a stream there. So let's go File, Open. I think 7T was the last one I did. Let's open up 8. Yeah. I'm gonna redo this one because it's just these arches are cool, but they're just like they just introduce way too much like collision issues. Like their collision on them is awful. But I could still make some sort of fancy arcade here, right? I think that's the more important thing. These trim pieces just are a pain to use. Like, see how many pieces I've had to add here. So let's blow all those away. And then let's pick the correct texture here. I want to maintain the same feel. I just don't want to have to worry about hand placing so many little pieces. There we go. Plate. Yeah, I think this is that's a good candidate for my just that big pillar piece. So let me add the dungeon sets pilaster and just dupe that and flip it. Are these not? I thought it was lined up on the grid. Yeah. And we also have snapping in the editor too, which makes it easy to build on the grid as well. Yeah, no, I as a guy who is a pixel artist, among other things, like keeping a consistent pixel or consistent texel ratio like is super important to me. I am fairly confident that I drive Chad a little crazy sometimes with it, but yeah, I think it just helps create a nice consistent look. That seems okay. Maybe just try putting one more in. I don't want to have too many because I think it becomes a movement issue. That is at the right Z height. So let's just hit play. Yeah, I think that has a similar feel without that being too hard to get around. Maybe for good measure I can stick one in the wall up there. So yeah, I think that'd be okay. Let's see what that looks like. But now I think it's probably, is it just tall enough or no, it's not tall enough, boo! How about we just really silently just kind of adjust the floor here just a tiny bit. Just a tiny. It'll be our secret. Let's just pull this up. There we go. And then this can be just kind of, there we go. Yeah, so we need to get some mesh artifacts when, like I think we get these artifacts when the mesh goes out of bounds like this. I think the vertexes pick up that lighting maybe, or is it? Actually, I wonder if I rotate it by 90 degrees if it'll fix it. Let's rotate them like that. I think if let me see. That made it worse. Yeah. So I think if the origin of the object is maybe inside the level, if I pull just a little bit this way, will that work? No, that's even worse. Yeah. It was okay-ish to start. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Cool. And again, that preserves the feel without like all the extra geo that I don't necessarily need. The editor needs a grouping feature. Copy a lot of meshes, paste the wall. Maybe. You can copy and paste some things in the editor. Again, like the editor, because we wrote our own engine and we wrote our own editor, the editor is only as good as it needs to be for us to make the game. Like we don't really spend a lot of time on it, just enough so that we can be useful, be productive with it. Cool. Yeah, let me just save that because I like where this is at. Oh, this has a decal for the door. Oh, because it's higher than 1 unit, so you need the decal in order for the door not to repeat the textures. Let's just save it. False Park Location says, hey, let's put in a bit of holy war. Java versus Python in terms of game development, personal opinion. Funny you should ask that. During the weekday at noon Pacific, I work on a little roguelike game written in Python. And it's a multiplayer roguelike that you can play through Twitch chat. So if you're interested in watching me develop in Python and playing a roguelike game while I develop it live on stream, you can certainly tune in for that. It's weekdays at noon right here. Basically, it's just a little series where I take my lunch hour and just make a fun little project. And this is the first thing I've done, and it's been fun. Again, I'm pretty language agnostic. I'm comfortable in C++, C#, Java, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript. I've all written those professionally, so it's not really an issue. Just whatever folks feel comfortable with. Cool. I think that's good enough. Save file open 9.bin. There we go. Calculate the normals and bounds, do some fancy math, remove unnecessary faces of the mesh, decreasing the Atlas texture size. Do Atlas right. Oh, that was 9. Am I done? Am I done? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chad does texture atlasing. I mean, it's certainly a thing to do. No secrets on Twitch. Yeah, Steven, you should check it out. Yeah, it's noon Pacific. It's a fun thing. It's always fun when we get like 5 or 6 people in the little game and they're all fighting the kobolds and fighting each other, and yeah, it's interesting. It's also really hard designing a game that can be played over Twitch. Okay, I think we're done with these pieces. Yeah, let me just call that a stream. I think we're at a good stopping point for today, and I've gone a couple hours. That's good. So let me think. Thank you to everybody who's hung out with chat and provided good discussion and feedback. I really appreciate that. I look forward to my Delver development stream every Sunday. It's really awesome that I get to share my work with you. And there's so many people, so many folks who are passionate about the game. That really means the world to me. Because working on a game is hard, and it's really nice to just have people like cheer me on. That means so much. Also, thank you to the folks who have purchased Delver. That directly financially supports me. Right now, Delver is my full-time thing. It's what I spend the most time on. So thank you. It helps support me and my family. Also, I'm a Twitch affiliate now, which means you can subscribe to me. I have one subscriber who is named Gavin. He goes by Fifth Elephant here on Twitch. So if you subscribe to me, I'll call you out at the end of every stream, because that's another way you can support me. Also, the last Friday of every month, I am doing a special 8-hour stream. I'm planning on working from like 8 to 4 on the last Friday of every month. If you're a subscriber, you can tell me what to work on, and I'll work on it. So that's trying to entice people to subscribe, whatever that means. But yeah, so it'll be a fun project. People throw me ideas, and I'll work on that. Again, trying to get this update pushed out. I think instead of building new rooms, just touching up the old rooms will speed this process up a lot. So hopefully the next time we check in next Sunday, I've gone through most of the dungeon tiles with the touch-ups. I think that's it. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good week. If you want to see more Delver stuff, I'll see you next Sunday. But if you want to watch me just do general game devy stuff, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.